Okay. Recap to game 26. I am trying a new holding technique for the camera.
Do you guys
looks good?
You guys have seen like the CSI shows or any of the cop shows where the cop holds the gun and then the flashlight right over the top of it? That's
Yes.
exactly what Brian is doing right now with the camera.
Actually, yeah, I'm holding both.
It's very intricate. It's very good.
Yes.
It's adept. The dexterity is there. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I like this. This is not the. We had an angle earlier from above. I don't know what it's called in film terms.
I think it's an above angle.
Above angle.
Yeah.
This is a straight on. This is supposed to make you feel right, like you're riding in the limo with us. Anyway, we're still in the limo. Let me pan over to the left there. Look at that. It's like the Las Vegas downtown, where they have the lights. No, not the strip, downtown.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about? Where they do things? Yeah. Anyways, so game 26, PNC Park. So here's what was interesting about PNC. You would think that it would be similar to Cincinnati.
Why would I think that?
Well, because it's on a river.
Okay.
It's a relatively small ballpark.
Okay.
And they are kind of close to each other.
Okay.
In location.
Geographical proximity.
Geographical proximity. But actually, it felt a little bit more like Kansas City.
It felt a lot like Kansas City.
Yeah.
The ballpark is very, very intimate. I'm having a hard time distinguishing. Me as a numbers guy is having a hard time computing this because the smaller ballparks have the best feel.
Yes.
Kauffman, PNC, they've been a phenomenal, intimate view of the field.
Totally. Intimate is the exact word.
And no matter where you're sitting.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. You just can't fit that many people in it. Tonight was a sellout at 36,
right.
or whatever it was, or 37.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Yankee Stadium, in that crappy mist, where in this mausoleum, packed 40, whatever it was, into that
40
place.
Plus.
Dodger Stadium,
yeah.
packed 44 into that thing.
Mm-hmm.
The Rogers Center,
yeah.
packed 46 into
Mm-hmm.
that thing. I mean, monetarily, you can't make as much on ticket sales or merchandising sales or vendor sales that way.
Correct.
But you get a much better ballpark feel.
Well, I think we just have to put Finance Tim to the left, Baseball Fan Tim.
Well, Finance Tim was always to the right.
That's a good point. Well played.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I think you're right, but I don't know if does it make it a better ballpark if you can fit more people in it?
No.
No, probably not. Although, I don't know, there's something to be said for playoff games in a ballpark and how exciting that feels. And a park that can fit 15,000
more.
Yeah, 10,000 more people. That's gonna, I don't know.
It's a different atmosphere.
Yeah, totally different atmosphere, right?
But as far as the park was concerned, it's going to be a top 5 park. We haven't put the numbers to it yet, but
yeah,
top 5.
It was a phenomenal park. I don't see how it can't be a top 5.
Yeah, I'm with you. Where it falls within the top 5, we'll find out. But the people did not undersell PNC. Let's put it that way. They were pretty much spot on.
Totally.
The 2 decks thing was interesting. It's the only stadium we've seen with 2 decks. Oh, clock.
Yeah.
The clock.
No clock, guys. No clock.
There's been a clock at every single. Not only has there been.
I guess we should say no analog clock.
And there's generally been a clock tower up front. No clock tower.
Nope.
And then for sure in dead center field on the jumbo or near it, there's always been an analog clock.
Analog clock.
Not here.
Well, I guess Washington doesn't have the analog clock anymore. It did, but it kept breaking.
So that was interesting. But anyway, very open field. Got to see the downtown skyline.
Open. Yeah.
Fireworks.
And fireworks tonight. Wednesday night fireworks.
It's a thing.
Apparently.
Trying to pack the ballpark.
I guess, yeah.
And let's just say that I've seen. We're near 4th of July. I have seen far worse 4th of July displays than I saw today with this just random fireworks display.
For sure.
It was, you videoed it, it was over 10 minutes.
Yep, 10 plus minutes of fireworks.
And you had to cover your ears, and I was physically, felt the heat and was intimidated by the finale. It was an incredible display.
It was.
So they did not cheap us on that?
No.
We did not get cheated there.
No.
What else? The people of Pittsburgh, fairly decent people.
Great people.
The fan engagement was okay. I didn't really like it, but to your point, when you're down right away,
they got down early.
And in fairness, we, as Robbie was telling us, they've had a 5-game stretch here that was really bad. So I understand why that would be a problem for them.
Yeah, I think today was one of the few times where we actually didn't get around to see all the people that we wanted to go and see.
We tried.
Just because, we were trying to kind of be everywhere. Yeah. And so, that kind of stung a little bit. But, we were trying as much as we could to see everybody. Pierogi race, I guess, okay, it was tough to go from the sausage race to the pierogi race.
Which is the best. The sausage race is just the best.
Totally.
Period.
Yeah.
Like, Washington was the president's race is supposed to be great. I don't even know if it's in the top 3.
No.
I picked the pierogi race over it.
How about the dot race in Arlington? We can discuss it later.
No,
I like the dot race actually.
I was just gonna say I would argue that it's better than
the weird thing about the dot race is that it was bottle caps, or was it just like signifying?
No. They were like Tums.
Oh,
they were a medicine.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was great.
Well, anyways, pierogies were okay, better than the presidents. So, and was there anything else about? We saw Robbie again.
So what was weird about the park before we get to some of the folks.
Weird about the park.
What was interesting about it is that we went to Miller Park and we would rate PNC over Miller, but we were talking about it in the stadium. We had 5, 6, 7 different tweets and photo sets and things to talk about when it came to Miller Park, about the food, about the things for the kids, about Bernie the Brewer and the sausages and all these different things, like a ton of these things. Yeah. We had like 3 for PNC. It was, we didn't have the material, yet if we had to put the 2 next to each other, we'd take PNC all day. It was just weird how we didn't have that much to talk about.
Totally.
But it was a better ballpark.
Yeah. Well, I just think it goes... I think actually that's a credit towards Milwaukee, that like they're trying, and they have so much stuff to do at their park.
Okay, so let's pivot to Kansas City. Okay. I could argue that I had many of those things, many of the same things in Kansas City. They had a whole kids area behind the thing. We did the whole fountains piece.
Totally
like there were many things. Yeah. Yet PNC we didn't really have that.
Well, I think that's what makes Kansas City a great park. Is they have all that stuff, and it's a great park.
Yeah.
And it's an intimate feel.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe the numbers will say the PNC isn't as good as we feel it was.
Yeah. No, I think it will be. It was good.
But me too. I think it really was. What I really liked, this is like so specific, but they had there were not lights all the way around. The light towers were only around the infield and the left field. There was one light tower in left field. No light tower in right field. Or center, right. So you had just a totally unobstructed view of the downtown Pittsburgh.
You was just in an Abbott Costello who's on first bed. Because you said center, right?
Center, right.
No.
Naturally, right?
Naturally.
When I sign the check, I give it to who?
Naturally.
I give it to Naturally. No, who? The man's name. Okay, sorry.
Wow. There should be a thing where we try to do that by the end of this. Just you and I straight through to the Abbott Costello bit. No, so now we can pivot to people.
Yes.
So we got to hang out with Robbie again, Robbie Smokowski from Root Sports, who we had the privilege of meeting in San Francisco.
Yes. Tell the people how you bonded with Robbie.
Well, first of all, we had the same top 3 ballparks, which was great, and second of all, he's just a really
like
nice
awesome guy. Yeah.
So
super nice guy.
Great to hook up with him again, and we'll have to take him out in Chicago for his birthday when he's out there.
Yes.
Thank you to Mark, who hooked us up with the tickets. The tickets were great, Mark. They were awesome spot.
Yes.
And
again, thank you to Exceptional Limos.
Yes, that's
beautiful.
I think the entire time that we've been talking, if it were me watching this video, I would only be looking at these. Yeah, exactly. And I know that Grace and other people are just going to be mesmerized by the shiny things in the background. So.
Yeah. Who's Grace anyway?
Yeah, I was just going to say that's one of my favorite questions. But then my other favorite one was somebody tweeted at us that Heinz Field really wasn't destroyed.
I know. Guys, it's from a movie.
The Dark Knight Rises is a movie, and in it, something happens to Heinz Field, and we were making light of it.
Yeah. Well, you were making light of it.
You guys went off at the front entrance.
Sure, that'd be great.
Sounds great.
So,
sounds like we're there.
Time to get kicked out of the limo, so we get to get kicked out of the video, too.
Cool. That sounds perfect. Anything else?
No, but we have a 10-hour drive to Boston now. We have 13 hours, less than that now, but about 12 hours to do it, so it's going to be a blast.
Should be fun.
It's the longest of our drives left.
Yeah.
We do have a 9-hour one left.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
This is going to be the big one.
Yeah. So find a way tomorrow. It's a big one.
See ya.